Hey there, me again. Just here to talk about something completely different to usual, and it's something that I picked up on eBay very recently, and I thought I'd let you know about it. And that is this little device here. It's a charging cable for various devices, mobile devices, but it also does syncing, data transfer and syncing. And what's special about it is, unlike this sort of traditional cable that you plug into your phone, into your headphone socket to charge the batteries, into various other devices that you have, it doesn't use a cable end like this. It uses a cable end like this, a little tiny thing, and there you can see the pictures of it on the screen. And you can get three different types of connectors. Let me just move out of the way a little bit. So there's the micro USB at the top there. There is the Apple Lightning connector, and you've also got a USB-C connector. Now the advantage of this thing is that you, instead of getting your phone and constantly plugging in and plugging out a cable like this, where you can potentially damage the port on your device because you're not careful about plugging it in, and you can cause all sorts of problems with it. What you do is you get these little connectors, these little ones that you see here, and you keep them permanently attached to your phone. So there it is, one that I have permanently attached on my phone, and you then can use the cable that it's supplied with. So let me just go firstly through and talk about the different options that you have on this particular product. So you can choose if you want a micro USB connector, an iPhone connector, a Type-C connector, or get all three of them. Now I got all three in my situation, and that costs $4.95 just for those three items. And that includes free delivery. And then on top of that, I bought a cable, and you can get black, red, silver in 1 meter, 2 meter, or 3 meter. And I ended up getting a 1 meter one, and I also got a 2 meter one, just for flexibility. So I didn't choose red, I chose silver, but it doesn't really matter. So altogether, if you get all three of those plus a cable, $11.95. If you want a 2 meter cable, it's $12.95, only $1 extra. Now this is the cable that you receive. So let me just flick over to full screen here. This is the cable that you get, and you can see that's a magnet on there. So it's a bit sticky. It's a braided cable, which is really nice. A bit hard to see there because it doesn't know what to focus on. But it's a braided cable, so it doesn't really kink or anything like that. It stays nice and straight. Really good. And then what you do is you take this end, take an ordinary USB adapter. It could be a fast charge, it could be whatever it is that came with your device, and you have now this connector that you can use. So here I am with an iPad, an old iPad, and I've got the iPad connector sitting in there, and if I just come in here, snap that on there, it automatically kicks in and starts charging. And it also has this nice, smart, great way of making sure that you don't break that end, because that's another thing that happens with a lot of these old cables, is that the end starts getting worn, and you get a snap in the cable and you've got to replace the cable. So this is really handy, particularly if you're using it while it's on the charge, to be able to have, doesn't matter how you move it, how you hold it, it's going to know that it'll be fine. Pull it out and it's partially charged. Here's one that's got a USB-C connector, which is my Android phone, and the same thing, I can just snap that same cable straight onto there, and it automatically starts going through the process of charging. And I also have somewhere an Android tablet, and I can use that to charge that. If I had one in here, I could simply snap that straight on, and I'm not worrying about a cable that is fixed, that I'm constantly pulling in or out. So that's that particular tool that you can go and buy on eBay, dirt cheap, and definitely recommended. There's a whole lot of different ones that you can go for. Just remember that you should really go for the one that is, let me go back to the top here, make sure that it's one that says that it's data transfer and sync as well as charging, because that means you can use it plugged into a computer to transfer files off your mobile device if you want to. And you can tell that it's one that does sync as well, because it's got all of these pins across here that connect all of the different cables in the charging and sync cable. Some of the ones that you'll find are for charging only. They might be a little bit cheaper, and you've probably only got 2 or 3 pins that are shown on there. And it doesn't matter how they connect, because these little things have got a spirally connector that connects every one of those pins straight through, and it doesn't matter what the orientation because they're circular connectors. It's really smart and dirt cheap. Definitely recommend. And yeah, just go on eBay, go on Amazon, find that same sort of thing. It doesn't matter which vendor, they're all pretty much the same, but a few of them are straight, a few of them have got this kinky changing things around for the orientation that you've got. Really good. Hope you enjoy that. See you in the next video.